Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best portable mini PC.
Starting at number 5.
Minisforum Venus NPB7. With early access to the silicon, Intel got a 13th gen nuke out of the door first. But other brands, like Minisforum, are now joining that party. The NPB7 is the flagship of the Venus series and features the incredible Intel Core i7-13700H, 14 cores, 20 threads, mobile CPU and up to 32 GB of DDR5 RAM. However, it can be bought barebones with the processor installed by the RAM and M.2 NVMe storage provided by the customer. In some designs, like the Intel NUC 13 Pro, installing these parts would involve a screwdriver, but simply pressing the lid with 2 fingers on opposite sides releases the top in seconds. That makes upgrades easy and provides quick access to all the critical parts you can change. In testing, the power of this CPU is undeniable, with especially crushing results for any benchmark that uses multiple threads. If this system has an inherent weakness, it is that the Iris-A GPU isn't balanced well with the raw performance of the i7-13700H. There isn't any way to negate that flaw, as it's baked into the current Intel mobile platform.
Coming at number 4.
Beelink SER6 Pro 7735HS. Those looking for the fastest nuke might head to the new Intel NUC 13 Pro, but that assumption might be premature. The Beelink SER6 Pro 7735HS, as the name infers, is built around the latest AMD Ryzen 7000 mobile technology and can match or better the latest Intel 13th Gen silicon. The AMD Ryzen 7000 series processor in this tiny computer has 8 cores and can process 16 threads, making it one of the most powerful small system platforms. Combined with 32 GB of DDR5-4800, a Gen 4, NVMe drive and a chipset that includes Thunderbolt, a 2.5 GB ELAN port and Intel Wi-Fi 6 EAX2111, expect a very positive user experience. At the time of writing, there is only one SKU that comes with 32 GB of RAM and 512 GB of storage. However, these machines can be upgraded to 64 GB and at least 2 TB of storage through drop-in replacements. Dismantling the machine to add these upgrades could be easier, but it's something most users will only do once. Our only other complaint is that the single Thunderbolt port is on the front, whereas the rear might have been a better option for those with docking stations.
At number 3.
Geekom AS 6. The Nukebox K1 leverages the excellent performance offered by the Ryzen 7 6800H processor and its integrated Radeon 680M GPU to outstanding effect. Using the same mobile processor as many high-specification laptops, making the K1 very close in performance to the Beelink SER6 Pro 7735HS that uses the Ryzen 7 7735HS mobile CPU. The entry-level SKU for the Nukebox K1 is a cheap €1 barebone system where the purchaser must supply the DDR5 memory, NVMe, and an operating system. Alternatively, it can come pre-configured with up to 32 GB of memory and 1 TB of NVMe Gen 4 storage at a greater cost. However, beware that our review SKU came with a single 16 GB memory module that underperformed without access to the bandwidth of dual-channel memory. With dual memory modules installed, the K1 is easily fast enough to blood the nose of the Intel NUC 13 Pro and trounce any Core i5 or Celeron-powered machines. Access for memory or storage changes is remarkably easy and doesn't even require the removal of screws.
Number 2 of my list.
Beelink U59 Mini PC. The Beelink U59 is a nuke-sized PC built around the Intel Celeron processor and 5105, 4C/4T, 4M cache, 2.0 GHz up to 2.9 GHz. It can come with 8 GB or 16 GB of RAM and up to a 512 GB SATA SSD installed. Even with that modest silicon, the U59 performs well at basic tasks and has potential as a small office machine or for embedded applications. For 8GB customers, the RAM can be upgraded to 16GB, along with the M.2 SATA storage. There is also a bay inside for a 2.5-inch drive for even more storage options. What seals this deal is the relatively low asking price of both the 8GB and 16GB models and the bloatware-free Windows 11 installation. Including dual HDMI outputs and dual gigabit LAN ports neatly positions the U59 for embedded use, ideal for providing product presentations or as a self-contained firewall.
And number 1.
Apple Mac Mini. Apple dropped an impressive update to its popular Mac Mini, boasting a new M2 chip and a lower price than the M1 2020 model. For businesses looking to maximize ROI, look no further than the Apple Mac Mini M2. Offering incredible performance and a lower price point, it's a machine that's hard to beat. With Apple claiming 1.9 times better CPU performance and 2.6 times faster GPU performance over the M1 model, we are keeping the Mac Mini at the top of our best computers for the business list, including the best mini PC of the year, especially when we compare it to more expensive machines or less powerful ones. Yes, we know that when you're looking for the best mini PC you might not think of a Mac, but with the ability to install Windows on the Mac Mini with ease, the hardware specs are hard to overlook.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.